Listen, guys, HTVRONT has a brand new heat press, auto heat press. It's called the 2-digit. It is on sale right now. I can save you $60 off of it with the discount code Sharina60 at checkout. So go check the description box to find all the sales. They got bundle deals. They have 10% off savings. Check the dates. Check the links. Everything is in the description box. HTVRONT is one of the leading brands in the craft community, and they're one of the top DIY partners. But let's check out this brand new heat press today, and let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, let's test out this new auto heat press by HTVRONT. It's called the 2-digit. You get your owner's manual in the box. Also, this large Teflon sheet for your projects. This is a 15 by 15 heat press. Of course, remove the plastic and the foam and all the tape from around your heat press. Make sure you look all around it to get everything off of it. I will also say HTVRONT does a good job with packing because I've never received the item that has been damaged. Even if the box does have a dent in it, the heat press or whatever product that I have, it wasn't damaged. As you can see, the plate is down. Once you plug in your machine, the plate will rise. I can tell already this is going to be a good heat press. The first one, they were having issues. Well, some people was having issues. I didn't have any, but some people was having pressure issues with their heat press. So they had to go in and fix a few things. But for the most part, this heat press is very similar to the first one. It's nice and sleek. HTVRONT does a good job with their products as far as durability and quality. You can tell they spend time with making their products. This heat press is heavy. I'm telling you, you're gonna need a buddy lift to put this up on a counter or something like that unless you got really big muscles. I really like the fact they put a label on the front of the heat press so you know what all the buttons are and what they do. But always be sure to read your owner's manual so you know what you're doing. They put a very large screen on this heat press and it lifts up, which is really cool. Now, if they hadn't made it touch screen, that would have blew me away. Once you plug in your heat press, the plate will rise. And there is a greater clearance with this auto heat press than the first one. You have more space to work with. I'm just going to go over what some of the buttons mean. The power buttons turn the press on, of course. If you hold the temperature button, you can go back and forth from Fahrenheit and Celsius. If you hold the bottom button, that's your pounds. You can go from pounds and kilograms. That's your pressure. That's your pressure button. To the left, this is your time settings, and you can use the plus and the minus button over on the right to increase and decrease your settings. And then this button on the left here, this has 4 already settings saved to your press. The highest would be 390 for 40 seconds. That would be your sublimation, but you can go through those settings and see which one you want to use. Also, this button here, you can adjust your own settings. You can adjust your own time and your own settings and save those as well. The A here is auto. So once your drawer is open and pressed completely back, it will automatically drop your heat plate. Or you can mash the R to put it in manual mode and you can press and raise the heat plate as needed. So today we're going to be doing sublimation. We're going to make a Christmas shirt with a matching scarf. And this is the image that I found off Etsy. I've already printed it out. Again, this is sublimation. We're going to make a shirt with a matching scarf. And I thought this was cute. Now, y'all won't believe I got this scarf from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. It's pink and it's 100% polyester, which means we can sublimate on it. Now, you can't beat that. So if you're a crafter, you got a craft business, run to the Dollar Tree while it's still cold outside and get you some sublimation scarves. Now, this shirt is from Michaels. This is the Make brand. I really like these shirts from Michaels because the Cricket brand shirts, they always have a lot of loose strings, and I like the collar on these shirts. The only thing about these shirts is they bleed, so you will have to put a piece of parchment or Teflon sheet in between the shirt so it don't bleed through. So let's get started. This is the fun part. Now, if you see smoking from your heat press, that's normal. It's a heat press and it's really hot, so don't be alarmed. I always lay down a piece of parchment paper on my heat pad because sometimes sublimation ink bleeds through and I have ruined the heat pad before, so I just make sure that I keep my new stuff new. And since I'm doing sublimation, I'm going to be using the time and the temperature that was already saved to the heat press, 390 for 40 seconds. And we're going to check that out and see how that works. Also, the drawer pulls out really far. I can tell it pulls out farther than their first edition heat press, auto heat press. And that is a plus as well, because you don't have to, you got that clearance where your hands won't go under the top of the heat press, if that makes sense. But I've already taped my picture down using heat tape, and I'm just going to press it at 390 for 40 seconds. I am in manual mode. I'm not in auto mode. But even though it's in manual mode, once your time is done, the plate will still rise on its own. Now for the scarf. These again are Dollar Tree scarves, so they wrinkled. So I'm just going to press the scarf before I actually put my image on it, just to knock some of the wrinkles out, and so that it'll be flat, it'll lay flat. I'm not going to press it long, maybe about 5 to 10 seconds just to knock the wrinkles out. But y'all going to be surprised at how well these scarves take sublimation ink. Again, these are 100% polyester scarves from Dollar Tree. They also have like a cream color one and a gray one. But I'm just going to tape my image down on my scarf using heat tape, and then I'm going to press that as well at 390 for 40 seconds. And just another pro tip again, make sure you cover your heating pad and your project with parchment paper. I know they gave me a Teflon sheet to use, but I do not use Teflon sheets for sublimation because the ink will bleed through and it'll pick up on your Teflon sheet, and I just hate that. So when I'm doing sublimation, I always use parchment paper. I use Teflon sheets when I'm doing vinyl and other projects. Okay, now the scarf is done. Now we're going to see how these came out. I'm feeling confident about this. I love doing sublimation. I probably should have did a harder project just to see how the heat press held up, but it's more to come with this heat press, so stick around. I have a ton of heat presses, but if I'm doing bulk shirts, like big orders, my auto heat press is the go-to. All right, y'all, tell me what y'all think. They came out cute. Look how those colors are popping on that scarf. I told y'all, run to the Dollar Tree. You can't beat a $1.25 customized scarf. You can make so much money off these scarves. But anyway, the shirt came out good too. So that presetting that they have at 390 for 40 seconds is good to go for sublimation. I think these came out well. I don't have any ghosting. I just have this little gray shade that's going through the Christmas tree. Don't know where it came from. It was nothing I did. It wasn't my heat press. It was actually on the image that I got from Etsy. So I'm assuming that this is how it's supposed to be. But it was kind of, it bothered me a little bit, but not so much because, I mean, the shirt and the scarf itself came out cute. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And I will see y'all in the next video.